world down here, water floorboard, and so on. And then go down here, you've got flotsam and jetsam, and we've got a giant anchor going on there as well. The funny thing with this pack is when I was first looking at it, I'm like, I wonder if I could run this level, and instead what I do is condemn a mannequin to its death. So no, there's no runnable level, but this poor guy is just going to fall and fall and fall in the ocean. So that is the underwater world. There are 70 assets total in there. There is an overview map for this one as well, so we can check out what assets are included. A mannequin to its death. So no, there's no runnable level, but this poor guy is just going to fall and fall and fall in the ocean. So that is the underwater world. There are 70 SCC here. We've got there is a view map for this one as well, so we can check out what assets are. The water basin itself. We've got a bunch of seaweed and so on, coral over here. We do have this shark over here. I don't know. Yeah, it is animated, so that's nice. Oh, wait, maybe possibly animated. We have, again, a number of rocks and so on. This one, however, is bad sized. So yeah, pretty straightforward pack. Again, if you're doing an underwater setting, the underwater world asset might be a good pickup for you. And then we have the Isometric World Sky Temple. Again, another asset pack for creating. Here, let me turn off the there. All right, so here you got, well, I suppose you've got a Stargate of sorts here. A number of statues around the outside edge, pillars and columns, and giant sword sticking out of the ground. Wow, that looks really, really familiar. Anyways, over here we've got, again, a little bit more, some lion statues, and so on. So a pretty simple asset pack as well. This guy is modular in nature as well. Let's go check out the showcase. So here you're seeing a variety of different grounds, some architecture, water here. We got a variety of decals or decals that are used throughout. We've got the cliffs, we've got the runes and the sculptures in this pack. This pack, again, is 54 unique meshes total. Yeah, so that is the Isometric World Sky Temple pack. And then we have one final asset. And this is probably the star of the show for most of you, and it also is the most expensive asset with a regular price of 160 bucks for this guy. And this is the endless random procedural world that has level streaming, so you generate and stream endless custom worlds in minutes. You'll notice the demo is not the most aesthetically pleasing. You run it, and yeah, so this is what happens. You're going to find there's actually nothing happening initially. So in order to get this guy, there is a little bit of setup required. What you want to do is come up here to Window, and then you're going to want to open up World Settings, like so. Go into your World Settings, go on down, select the Game Mode Override. What I'm going to do is pick the Blueprint third-person game mode here. This is the new style mannequin, and then you're going to want to come on down here to the Player Control class and set that to Endless World Player Controller. That combination of events, you should now be able to hit play, and you will float in the world and have control, and also see this procedurally randomly generated world around you, which we could now Geronimo down into the world, and we can start running around. So this is being streamed in as we get closer, so if you have a gigantic procedural world that you wish to have and run around in and control, that is exactly what this asset is all about. Just make sure if you want to go ahead and check it out, you're gonna have to set the game mode to third-person controller, so you're gonna make a third-person project, and also switch out the player control class. So yeah, that's what this asset is all about. And since this actually is literally infinite in nature as print. So if this is actually just a blueprint and not C++ extensions, then I don't see why it wouldn't be able to run on every other platform. A lot of times the platform will be shown because that is the only platform that the developer is under. If you want to grab all of these, what you want to do is head into your Unreal Engine Marketplace, go to the free section, go to the free for the month. Obviously, I'm doing this a little bit in advance, so we're seeing a last month's collection right here. So this month should all be there just before the first Tuesday in, what are we, April, so May. So before the first Tuesday in May, money. Add them to your cart, check out, and they will be yours to keep forever. So that is this month's assets. Let me know what you think of them overall. I think, again, the endless random procedural worlds is going to be the star of the show. Everything else is pretty straightforward. This is a nice asset pack for sure. Now, it's interesting, again, this is a Kratos project, which I find frustrating. It's annoying, especially in demoing them to you guys, as opposed to just an add to project for us, because I don't see any reason why you would have to create the project here, other than maybe their Lumen integration for the lighting. You got, again, the Mediterranean rustic interior, the underwater world assets, the isometric world sky temple, all pretty straightforward asset packs, and then, of course, the endless random procedural world with level streaming bundle. Let me know what you think of this month's assets, and I shall talk to you all later.
That's cool. I like the endless one. I haven't gotten a chance to try it out yet, but I really want to utilize that. And I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but it's nice to have. And $162, shit. Give me
fucking
give me.
dude. They
I'll
are
take that
working
savings.
together to make this more
Good savings.
enterprising for them. There was this huge the last one that came out. Which state was that in? With like the massive one with a similar thing with
You might be thinking of Massachusetts. I mean, there's been several though.
So there was another one.
There was also
where there
another
were
one. It was a
multiple,
procedural buildings.
multiple priests and other associates.
Generator.
They would mark the fucking choir boys or whatever, the church boys, with special jewelry so that the other predators knew that they were easy prey, that they had already been groomed. They gave them a special gold cross.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Y'all cannot fucking tell me shit about pedophiles being anywhere else.
It was Pennsylvania.
You cannot fucking tell me a goddamn thing about abusers being anywhere else in society when y'all sending your kids to church every Sunday.
They're getting molested and they have to live in Pennsylvania. That's like fucking so terrible.
Holy Spirit.
It's just that was 300 priests. This one is, well, actually, yeah, this one's 150, so shout out.
Yeah, weak numbers from Maryland.
Step it up. Well, Maryland's a pretty small state there.
Maryland's like, we gotta get these numbers
lagging.
up.
Per capita, that might be...
Pennsylvania's cooking us with child molestation.
It wants to crash.
Fuck the
It just wants to
Catholic
crash.
Church.
Anyway,
Oh, dude, it wants to crash
so
so
yeah,
bad.
you know, interesting, eventful week so far. We got a lot going on. I see you wearing a very interesting shirt.
Oh,
Ethan.
well done.
It's hard to move past the hypocrisy of this.
Yeah.
Like there's actually child predators, and they want to talk about the one trans girl who look at their dick.
Neighborhood.
Dude, they're all predators.
Yeah. Well, regardless,
Anyway, yeah, Godzilla.
yeah, I see you wearing this Godzilla drop, which is,
Thanks, bro.
you know, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but they call me Godzilla in
I knew you
Japan.
would like that. I knew you would like
I'm
that.
just saying, like, it's kind of like
Godzilla!
I didn't even know this drop was coming out. You didn't even tell me.
Oh, do you-
And like, I'm kind of like the ambassador.
Well, here, tell me what you like. So, this just came out just at 10 a.m. This is my fave.
If I'm just gonna say it.
Why is it cracking like that?
I don't
The hell?
often, you know, use terminology like this. If I don't get
Okay.
the Godzilla, the bowling, and honestly, I realize like I have to wear bolos all the time because I just don't own any ties.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah.
You have a badass flame tie.
Yeah.
This is also one of my faves. Just really nice. Yeah, so Godzilla, that was fun.
Bro,
So,
throw that in there, triple XL.
you got
thank-
that, Lena?
Yes, and then for the baggy
saw-
pants, what size?
For the what?
The baggy pants?
Oh, the largest one.
Aren't these
Gray.
not women's? Are they unisex? Oh, it's all unisex. Okay, what do I know?
I'll try them on too to see if they're like actually baggy on me.
It says XL to 2XL. That's a big spread, boy. Okay, there it goes. So thank you. So guys, teddyfresh.com. Godzilla collection is up now. It's so fun. It's so great. We love me some Godzilla.
But yeah, I've become a dirty outfit repeater. Like I'm constantly.
This
I'm
gameplay
constantly wearing
tutorials.
the
This is
Teddy
what I need.
Fresh
Adding components to
black
an
denim
actor,
tee,
setting
or
up
the black denim
character
shirt.
movement, finding
I'm
out
glad you
if
like it,
spawning
man.
a player.
That makes
Yeah.
me all very happy. All right,
Setting
so we
up
have
the
so
game
much
mode,
to get
possessions,
to.
pawns, saving and loading
let's
your
see.
game.
Oh, I got an update. No button for a
Adding
moment. Had to
components.
turn it off.
Oh,
what button?
shit.
Oh,
Dude,
I love that
they
they have
have
the-
I don't have a button.
both
button.
blueprints and
Yeah, you're
support
freeballing
I
spots.
thought,
Be careful.
I thought you were updating about something about the clothing.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no button. Okay, fuck. Did that do anything?
No.
Okay. Hopefully that doesn't break the stream.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Speaking
Bet.
of breaking the
Watch.
stream, how
So
about
my
breaking out
player
of
is gonna be
prison, Andrew Tate?
base, character,
That's such a bad
heroes,
segue. I don't know why I'm
base.
doing this.
no, it's a good segue.
Whatever.
Better than most of our segments.
Andrew Tate's out of prison, and of course, what is he doing with his newfound freedom? He's posting thirst traps like a goddamn body.
Oh, this is the gayest video ever.
Okay, first of all, I just gotta say, well, that is of course a constant. Like there is something very, I guess, soy or whatever about the way Andrew Tate carries himself, if you want to call it that. I don't know. He is very zesty, but there's nothing.
Okay, so
There's nothing more.
my character
does
does not
and
have health.
godlike and enlightened than getting out of prison and then immediately retweeting and like posting each other selfies as you're smoking a cigar and then like talking about how your enemies are gay.
So wait, this was a fan edit that he retweeted. And
Yeah.
I watched this and I was like,
I have yet to see this, so I'm very excited.
bro, this almost seems like this is like straight up.
It wants
gay
me to make it a
pornography.
float.
I mean, it really is, and that's just
Two float
I don't know.
variables named health and max health.
7,417 push-ups.
Oh, I love the numerology in the Quran is my favorite type of shit. From like my numerology.
Push-ups.
And that's just
Okay, so
I
what?
don't know.
When I
So
was in jail, I did 7,417 push-ups.
7,417 push-ups, and I think I mentioned it before. He does not look like a man that did 7,417 push-ups. He if anything, he looks like he put on some weight while he was in jail. They were actually feeding his ass. He wasn't on fucking cocaine all the goddamn time, etc., etc. 7,417. Okay, so significance of 7,417. Numerology. I don't know how to spell Quran. Quran. The meaning of number 7417, if you see angel number 7417, the message relates to the field of money and personal development and says that attempting to get all the benefits of the world as if by magic can lead not only to significant financial losses, but also to the loss of your self-confidence. Do not lose it, after all. Okay. What are they saying about it?
And enlightened than getting out of prison and then immediately retweeting and like posting each other selfies as you're smoking a cigar and then like talking about how your enemies are gay.
So wait, this was a fan edit that he retweeted. And
Yeah.
I watched this and I was like,
I have yet to see this, so I'm very excited.
I was like, bro, this almost seems like this is like straight up gay pornography. I mean, it really is, and that's just I don't know.
When I was in jail, I did
Watch this.
7,417 push-ups.
Oh, I love the numerology in the Quran is my favorite type of shit from like my Turkey days. You know what I mean? Like, I love. Oh God, that's so dumb. It's one of the dumbest things. It's my favorite. It's like, what did that surah say? I don't even know. They just kind of pointed to it.
I don't know anything
All
about
will be
anything.
revealed.
I don't know nothing about nobody.
Is a prison house for a believer.
What?
Ready?
Paradise.
Oh yeah, he included.
And like what? He got to 7,417 and then just stopped there. Just no more push-ups.
Both of us. And my fat ass eating a hamburger or something.
Have you never done
All right,
drag?
What?
I'm surprised you've never done drag. Have you?
I
I'm
have
sure
that.
you have.
yeah.
Oh, I went all
They
out.
just haven't
drag.
found it yet. That's why they always put
Well,
you
I'm
like,
fat.
yeah,
That's my thing.
yeah.
I'm fat.
Oh,
and
they-
you're gay.
They've found.
Yeah, I've done drag. Dude, the funniest thing is like I look so fucking good. Like every time they post that, every time they post the photo, there's like 2 different photos or 3 photos of me on 3 separate occasions. One is like,
They could have gone for me.
oh, you're giving it to them now.
They couldn't even take the bait on that
Yeah,
one. They know I look good.
They're like, that's not
Yeah, they
Ethan.
found
I
it.
That's
look
Ela.
so
Talking about it.
like in that video that they show, I look so fucking brolic. Like I love that one. Whenever they post it, I'm like, dude, what are you talking
Oh
about?
yeah,
I look fucking yoked.
Look at the size of those
Yeah.
shoulders, bro.
Look at those Magumbos, dude. I mean, I got.
All right, well,
fucking-
hold on, dude.
I got some Nancy Pelosi's on me, okay? Stop playing, dude.
Man.
Holy
I
shit.
know, brother.
Bro, you look like you beat a Barb working at Sephora.
I look like a straight fuck doll.
You look hot. you look sexy.
A lot of people were feeling it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But anyway, okay, get your dicks out, because this is when the compilation gets good.
This is
Dicks out, dicks out.
Oh, it's up for Tate.
All right, dicks out.
Wait,
oh
abs.
oh he's so
Exercise,
sexy.
abs,
Oh
exercise.
god.
Abs, exercising, boxing, abs. 7417.
Yeah, no, that's so 7
is a prison for a believer and a paradise for the disbeliever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, but what does that make? How does that make sense?
What's the relevance?
It's
of this?
a paradise for the disbeliever.
It's saying you guys are the disbelievers and he was in prison because he's a believer. He's showing you guys like having fun, I guess, and then he's a believer and he's in prison.
I believe it.
Well, that doesn't.
Kind of an
seem like
L,
a
isn't
deal.
it?
I know. I don't get that. It sounds like disbelief is
That's the way to go.
I'm all about it. Yeah, but
When I was in jail, I did 7,417 push-ups.
I can't. I love this whole.
You know, you want to know what the fucking biggest cheat code is for guys straight up is the beard. He grew the beard out, and like now you can't see how fucking chinless he is.
It's really wild.
And I saw people thirsting after him. When he does look good with a beard. I mean, he should definitely shave the head though. Like it's very obvious how bald he is.
The person who made this wants to fuck him. There's like no question about it. Like, why are you so obsessed with his abs?
Yeah, I mean,
Like, what does that have to do with him being like innocent?
I think that's what. So
Like, this man was accused of sex trafficking.
He's too
but
hot
check
to
out
do
his
crimes.
abs.
yeah, the kid who made this living in like where would be like a good, not Turkey. I would say like this is maybe like a Gulf
What is
state
with the
kid,
abs,
you know what I mean?
though?
Who's like been to
the
England
fuck?
and stuff, and you know loves traveling. Upper middle, I mean wealthy. Okay, he made this compilation because he himself is in a mind prison. That mind prison is that he has, you know, these constant thoughts of wanting to suck and fuck Andrew Tate. That's why he's in a mind prison. We, on the other hand, are gay and therefore
Fat
free.
and gay.
Yeah, we're free. We're free to enjoy the world. That's what he's saying.
Yo, so I
You
heard,
gay?
I heard about this clip, and I haven't seen it, and I'm so excited to watch
Select
this.
the max
This is
health variable, navigate to
introspective.
the details
Waka
panel.
Flocka, friend of the
set
show,
max health
Flocka
value to 100.
went on Fresh and Fit, and he was so repulsed by them, he walked out. This sounds amazing.
Amazing.
So let's take
I
a
just want
look.
to say something.
Yeah.
Now that you are acknowledging the existence of Fresh and Fit,
Amazing.
the bald one is going to be doing like 3 a.m. gym sessions, thinking about us again.
He has never.
Yeah.
Have you
Wait,
ever
what
seen
the
those
fuck is this
posts?
title?
That's great.
So he
Hold
always
the fucking phone. What is this title?
What do you mean?
Juicer Politics F. Trumpy Dumpy arrested. Civil War on the horizon. It is kind of a vibe, to be honest.
You like it? I like it. I was trying to get some feedback on the title this morning. Wasn't hearing anything, and then I threw this one out as a joke, and everybody liked it, so I just threw it on.
Okay, so I do like it, but I know that YouTube does not like gratuitous use of emojis. I like it. Yeah.
Wait, really?
That's what I saw them say. That they says only use emojis only very
Bro.
slightly.
YouTube also keeps like
you don't like it.
YouTube also keeps like age restricting all my fucking content because they say suck my dick or whatever.
Really?
You also keep
this
copywriting
is
all my
nudity
shit. What the
language.
fuck, YouTube? Get out of here.
Our
restricting
TikTok got banned again. Our podcast.
Nice.
Is yours still up?
I don't know. I think like Austinock's been too busy working for the whole town, that little slut. So he
He's
hasn't really
good.
been uploading.
He is good, man.
He hasn't really been uploading any fucking TikToks lately.
So that's a
During the
problem.
event dispatcher handled
And that's why
damage.
socialism doesn't work, bro.
Event
Because you're giving him like a
dispatchers
cut,
call methods
and he's cruising
in an
around.
actor
He's
that
like, okay, I'll take a
bind
cut from
themselves or
everybody.
listen.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
That's what
Time
I'm
for
saying.
capitalism.
Event
It's time to get
handle,
capitalism on you,
takedown.
boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go capitalist on his ass.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway, here I've been really excited to watch this. So let's see it.
Tell people they're stupid anymore. We need to go back to bullying people, letting them know, no, that's not really how the world works. You sound dumb. Change your way of thinking. But we don't bully people no more and tell them they're dumb.
Yeah, I agree with
You'd
that.
be the
but
first up for that.
yeah, but like you know, who,
You're
who
dumb,
needs
bro.
to get
Shut the
bullied
fuck
in that
up.
world, dog, is you.
You-
First of all, change the camera angle, brother. You've been sitting.
look at
You've been sitting there for the longest time. Everybody sees how hard you're crowning. Change the fucking camera angle. Why? Why does he sit in front of that camera and it just like beams directly to the top of his dome?
He
What's
can't.
going on there?
What
Camera.
was it? What was going on?
People, they're stupid anymore. We need to go back to bullying people, letting them know, no, that's not really how the world works. You sound dumb. Change your way of thinking. But we don't bully people no more. Tell
Change
them
your
they're dumb.
way
I
of
agree
thinking.
with
You'd
that,
be the
but like,
first up for that.
yeah, but like, you know, who do you?
Look, bro. What we really need to do is learn how to fucking have a proper debate. Dudes these days don't know how to debate properly. Bad debaters use bullying. Oh, look at debate world champion explains how to argue. This is what people need to do. Not enough people know how to debate properly, and that's what leads to these fucking
The
shit shows.
tradition of good argument
These crazy ass dumpster fires.
that I'm trying to advocate for is very much rooted in history. It goes back all the way to antiquity, where in ancient Greece, the ability to make your point persuasively, to engage other citizens in discussion and debate, was seen as a kind of a requirement of citizenship, that it's what it meant for us to govern ourselves. And that developed through tea houses and pubs and coffee houses in London, where while the debates of Parliament were going on, citizens would gather and have the same debates between themselves. That tradition kind of carries forth in the United States.
And that's what happens. That's what we need to have now, right? We need to be able to carry those debates and have those discussions amongst ourselves. But the problem is that people don't know how to properly debate, and so it just like it leads into these like nasty arguments where one person might be quote unquote bullying the other, and then like when it comes to arguing or even a debate, like if you're bullying someone, you're not actually making your point, and the person that you're bullying ends up like shutting off. They end up just they don't listen, so they're not listening to you or anything that you have to say. They might become a little more stoic in that they just won't even acknowledge your existence and just like not even talk really, and it just doesn't lead to anyone understanding anything different or better. It doesn't lead to any personal growth. It just leads to stagnation, and it's just really not good for society.
It's with a lot of the founding fathers
It's good for anarchy, that's for sure.
starting debate clubs in colleges, viewing part of their role as leaders and as founders of a new country as instilling in the nation that spirit of debate. And though that tradition has become harder and harder to discern in our everyday lives, there have been periods in the history of the US and the history of democracies and the history of the world where those debates were a feature of people's day-to-day lives. One high-profile debate that comes to mind is the series of debates between the civil rights leader James Farmer and Malcolm X.
If a dark-skinned Puerto Rican went down to Mississippi, he probably would be lynched too. Spanish, he wouldn't be lynched.
These were a series of disagreements between people who were ostensibly on the same side, whose objectives were, in some sense, allied, but they were not shy about voicing their disagreements in really candid, strong, full-throated ways in the view of the public, knowing that the other side would respond respectfully, that they would be candid about the disagreements, and through that conversation, that they would be able to get somewhere they couldn't on their own. There are three lessons that I take away from the Farmer-Malcolm X debates. The first is the importance of training. In order for us to be able to host the kinds of public debates again that enlarges our understanding of what's possible, we have to start training. And we have to start training our young people. We have to train ourselves to be able to engage in those conversations. The second is the importance of format. It's striking how long they were given to make their points. Often, they would be given quite a long stretch of time to present their arguments with the knowledge that once they had spoken, the other person would speak and they would get another turn. The third thing that you see in those debates is
this episode of Moist Meter brought
conversation in order, and we have that enlarges is the importance of training. Malcolm X debates.
Whatever.
The first is the importance of training. In order for us to be able to host the kinds of public debates again that enlarges our understanding of what's possible, we have to start training. And we have to start training our young people. We have to train ourselves to be able to engage in those conversations. The second is the importance of format. It's striking how long they were given to make their points. Often, they would be given quite a long stretch of time to present their arguments with the knowledge that once they had spoken, the other person would speak and they would get another turn. The third thing that you see in those debates is the importance of having a relationship with the person that you're disagreeing with that's greater than just the disagreement itself. By introducing the family to one another, by seeing the other areas of life, by doing other things together, you can often enlarge the possibility of what you do within the debate.
I find myself in so much agreement with Mr. Mondale.
Debates are only as good as the information and the knowledge and the skills that debaters bring to it. One of the more concerning things that we see at the moment is people's information diets not being sufficiently varied, not being sufficiently rich to sustain the kinds of conversations that we want to have. We cannot allow the debates that we see on cable television to be a kind of a replacement for the disagreements that we should be having in our day-to-day lives. So our political leaders or our favorite media personalities can't be like avatars to whom we outsource the work of thinking for ourselves and having these conversations for ourselves. And I think in order for us to start building back the skills of good argument, we usually need to do it face to face. And we might need to do it in the absence of an audience to start with, so that we resist the urge to perform for an audience, but rather listen and respond to the person across from us. So it may well be that we can one day equip ourselves to engage in a better form of social media, but I tend to think the starting place has to be face to face, has to be maybe away from an audience to begin with, so that we're building one interaction at a time, the skills that we have lost.
Get smarter, faster with videos from the world's biggest thinkers.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. We just need to be able to debate properly. So I don't agree with the whole bullying thing. I don't think
Who's
anyone
gonna
does.
get bullied in that world, dog? Is you.
Like, that shit never went anywhere. It's always been around, and for the most part, it's really the only thing most people know how to do.
First of all, change the camera angle, brother. You've been sitting. You've been sitting there for the longest time. Everybody sees how hard you're crowning. Change the fucking camera angle. Why? Why does he sit in front of that camera and it just like beams directly to the top of his dome? What's going on there?
Live in a very pussified society where everyone thinks what they say is
I
valid.
agree. I preach
And that's
that.
ridiculous.
I agree with that.
I agree. More bullying. I agree. Where do they find these people?
Also, what if
Instagram?
I don't really follow the logic there. Nobody tells people they're dumb anymore.
I think the point
That's
is
not like a thing.
people don't disagree anymore, or they can't be like, okay, that's stupid, and I don't have to listen to you. Or it's like, hey, I believe in trans rights, and it's like, hey, kill them!
I feel like people say and do that.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah, dude, that's what I was just saying. People do that all the fucking time. That's gone nowhere. It's been around forever.
Nigga, I'm a real nigga, right? And I'll never make a woman. I don't give a fuck
100%.
what you say.
Hold some
King,
space.
I'm respecting you on your show.
You're on the wrong show, dude. He's like, yo, what is this show? Y'all are talking about what?
Why the fuck did Waka Flocka go on this podcast? Like,
That's what I'm wondering. He's like, wait. What's this podcast about? He seems like a nice guy by all accounts.
I don't understand what has happened to his career.
Of course, because you got an opinion. I'm a real nigga. Okay, that's cool. I'm telling you right now, I don't give a fuck what she said. I'm different from you. I would have never let her get it. He's right and he's wrong for a fact. There's a whole group of other men that don't feel like that. But he's right. That's the way men in the past used to think. But like everything else, you got to transition. You have to evolve with your opinions. Some women go too far with that shit, and that's why I got my man on ice like it, because women is pulling. Oh no, men make us feel sexy. Men, nah, that's bullshit. Some of that shit, I'm telling you, it's bullshit to the popular demand. You get what I'm trying to say? Some people use these quotes and shit to their advantage to make money or to advance in their career. I'm just saying that, but
I disagree. I think when people say things that are stupid, they need to be called out, man or woman.
I agree. You say stupid shit. You
Well, that's speaking.
I wonder if he came on for this. Did he come on to confront him?
I don't know, but Waka Flocka graduated from the Bible Institute of America with an honorary professor's degree in humanitarianism and
whoa.
Yeah, and philanthropy.
I'm so confused. What did he just say? What did Waka Flocka just say?
And that's why I got opinions. But other men that don't feel like that. But he right. That's the way men in the past used to think. But like everything else, you got to transition. You have to evolve with your opinions. Some women go too far with that shit, and that's why I got my man on ice like it, because women is pulling. Oh no, men make us feel sexy. Men, nah, that's bullshit. Some of that shit, I'm telling you, it's bullshit to the popular demand. You get what I'm trying to say? Some people use these quotes and shit to their advantage to make money or to advance in their career.
I'm so confused. What does that have anything to do with bullying? Is he talking about bullying women?
I'm just saying that, but
I disagree. I think when people say things that are stupid, they need to be called out, man or woman.
I agree. You say stupid shit. You
that's my.
I wonder if he came on for this. Did he come on to confront him?
I don't know, but Waka life to suicide prevention and spreading the message of suicide help.
He's like, yo, we need to be bullying your dumbass right now, and he's right. And that's kind of what we do, to be fair.
Waka Flocka has dedicated his life to suicide prevention and spreading the message of suicide helpline since the death of his younger brother, rapper K.
Yo,
in 2013.
that's personal.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, what we need to do is bully people more. This dude's brother unalived himself.
Yeah, he said he's officially dedicating his life to suicide prevention and mental illness. Y'all
Bro,
know,
his
Waka
brother
Flocka
committed
flamed
suicide?
Y'all now.
Yo, I love Waka Flocka.
Flocka.
Whoa, dude, this guy's real.
Or a woman, because the
He's
thing
a
is
real
that
one.
We live in a world nowadays where we're scared to correct women and tell them that that was dumb. You probably shouldn't say that. And
Right, you.
it is what it is. And they get on a platform and embarrass themselves in front of 30,000 people.
Hold on, I gotta just note the coconuts in Barbados here looking super engaged in the conversation.
Bro, I don't think we live in a world where any of that. I mean, maybe he's talking about white knights and simps, but in general, like, you shouldn't go out there and be like, nah, you're a woman, you don't know what you're talking about, you're stupid. Again, it just goes down to like having a simple debate with somebody, and you could have a debate with a man and a woman. I mean, Jubilee does it all the time. It's not something that you need to go out and be like, oh, you're a dumb woman, you don't know anything, you stupid woman. Like, what the fuck?
As always.
I don't know if you guys can tell, he's thinking about the sandy beaches and beautiful
I'm so
coconuts
confused on what's
and,
going on. What is this
trees.
going? What are they talking about?
In front of 30,000 people. So
I just want to see Waka Flocka walk out.
Oh my god, look at that head, bro. Look at that dome piece. Oh my lord.
I almost feel like just watching the original. How long is this? 3 hours? Jesus. After rape victim violated on Fresh and Fit. Oh,
I think
well
it's
that
both.
explains it.
Incorrect. Incorrect. I just said earlier, one man, cool. But they can't. You
A little bit tight.
say people are stupid. How about that? Like, bro, like, yo.
Alright. I think I get what this is about now.
Oh.
Whoa.
He's right, not all men think the same and not all women are the same. Waka walks.
Whoa.
Listen, I mean,
I'm not commenting on this, because
look, all I'm gonna say is this.
we all know why he's losing hair.
Because he's a villain in the Ethan verse, and you're just taking away his
I just took off my fucking beanie. What's up? How old is Myron?
I think
Younger than me.
I think he was Hassan's age, if I recall.
I'm 37.
Wait, really? He's my age? No, he looks hurt,
33?
dude. What the fuck?
He's younger than. Oh wait,
He looks like. Wait, how old is he?
Actually, I'm seeing different reports. I'm 35. I'm seeing mostly from most.
He looks like he's got mileage on him. That's crazy. God damn, just hating women.
How old is Hassan?
Profession is just like.
$31. Holy fuck. 27.
This man's 35. He's like a fully grown man at this point.
Stand women for clear skin.
Okay, for thick hair.
And for thick
Stand women
hair.
for
Bro,
thick hair.
I'm 28 with ADHD, so technically, like my brain just finished developing, and these guys are old.
Yeah.
Doesn't always work.
Yeah. I also
Dan. Sorry.
also stand twice.
All right, let me hear what Flocka's got.
Jae Young is my bias.
Regardless.
So how is that a
Is
difference?
it easier for a woman to get laid or a man to get laid?
I think it's both. No,
Incorrect. Incorrect.
Yeah.
I just said earlier, 1 in 3
Dude,
men.
he's
is
like,
a virgin
where
right
am
now.
I?
You know what's awesome about this? Wait,
18.
pause for a second. I know we just unpaused it, but it's like these are like conversations that I had like when I was a child. You know what I mean? When I was like 14, I was like, dude, it's like
100%.
way easier for girls to get laid.
So
like,
stupid.
oh my god! And then,
Didn't care.
but he's like a whole ass adult having this like 14-year-old ass conversation with the seriousness of like debating, I don't know, fucking abortion laws or something. Like it's like, yeah, women are actually statistically proven to be a lot easier to get laid.
They have this same conversation every episode.
Yeah, and people can't get enough of it, dude. They're like, fuck yeah, dude. Please talk about that.
They'd be like,
again.
women get laid more easy than men. And next week we'll talk about how women get laid more easy than men.
Yeah.
30.
So
Women don't
are
have that
women.
problem.
There's women that are virgins.
Hold on, real quick. By choice.
Hey man, this love, man. I got.
No worries, bro. I like that.
It's great.
Thanks for coming, bro.
This is like
IG.
Hey, body count for men. That's how you fucked up.
Flocka walking
This girl don't want no hoes.
Yeah. I really want to know how he ended up there. But good for him. Like that for him.
I don't understand. Like they titled this like Waka Flocka confronted Myron's facts, and this happened.
They're gonna try to shit on Waka.
I mean, this is from like March 21st, bro. You guys are looking real. You guys are looking like stands right now. I'm not gonna lie. You posted this video from like fucking a month ago on here. Just saying.
Wait, they posted this?
No, this
Her
is
allowing you to. So how is that a difference?
This is a
Laid or a man to get laid?
I think it's both.
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Yeah.
I just said earlier, 1 in 3 men is a virgin or has had sex from 18 to 30.
So
Women don't
are
have that
women.
problem.
There's women that are virgins.
Hold on, real quick. By choice.
Hey man, this love, man. I got.
No worries, bro. I like that. Thanks for coming, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah. IG.
Bye.
Hey, body count for men. That's how you fucked up.
Flocka walking
This girl don't want no hoes.
All right, bro. All right, man. Take it easy.
Scoot over. Hey, now. Scoot over.
So what I was saying was, is it easier for men to get laid or women?
It's easier for women to get laid.
Okay, so wouldn't it be fair to say that if it's easier for you to get laid, that
I'm so confused. Rape victim violated on Fresh and Fit?
the very patient listening to her talk her points, people, they're stupid. The only reason she was able to come on the pod.
Right therapist. There's so many different types of therapies depending on what kind of traumas you go through. There's
So
express themselves.
you have to find. She was just saying it shouldn't vary. Like it shouldn't like.
Sorry.
matter.
Hey, you know what she said valid, and I ain't want to put her business out there. I know she got raped.
You can tell she walked away.
But it's not about you could tell. Like she been abused as well, and she don't really got people there for her. So that's an act of acting out, and that shit right there could damage her. Like people saying it, and the way she gave all that energy, because she feel like that energy makes her be normal to be at the level of conversate with people. So again, that's why she was real defensive with that. And that right there is crazy.
That's why I think everyone needs to go to therapy. That's where,
yes.
But therapy doesn't work for everybody.
I can't say that.
Like it shouldn't like.
Chat's elated. They're like, yo, thank God.
We wanted this.
My circulation.
Can have it. Exciting.
Okay,
They were done
so
off of faulty
for
calling,
context,
questionnaires. Hey, did you have a drink with a guy? You leaving?
Yeah.
Okay, then get the fuck out of here.
I'm hungry.
If you can't have it, with a, it's like,
Sexual assaults?
oh, maybe they don't make enough money. Maybe they're not the most attractive guy. They get disqualified on that. But women are 100% control of their body count, but think that they shouldn't be disqualified for that. Because a lot of you guys are saying it shouldn't matter, and the reality is it does matter.
Hold on, women are not 100% control of that because there's a lot of people who deal with sexual assaults.
Okay. Ladies, you might not like this opinion, but I'm going to say it. I did a whole podcast on rape culture being a myth. It is not as serious as people say it is. And 1 in 5 women is not raped in the United States, like they say on college campuses. It's not as common or as prevalent as people think, because these studies that you're talking about, that you guys, some of you guys are citing, they were done off of faulty call-in questionnaires. Hey, did you have a drink with a guy? You leaving?
Yeah.
Okay, then get the fuck out of here.
wow. Wow. Whoo! He said, what? Like, I'll admit, I don't want to believe. I don't want to believe that women get raped that much. It just seems like, because I wouldn't do it, it's just hard to imagine that it would happen so often. But to just fucking blatantly, damn, bro, that's out of pocket.
I'm hungry.
If you can't have tough conversations, then there's no point for you to be here.
And where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from?
What?
Let me go.
Is your friend leaving too?
I am hungry.
All right, then. All right, just make it.
Okay, so one of those girls was she's the victim, right? And she was violated by him like saying then fuck off, then dumbass bitch bullied her off his podcast.
Quick, get out of here.
Can you guys go over a little bit? I'm a little bit tight. My circulation is cutting out.
Waste of space. They're a waste of space anyway.
I'm literally, my circulation.
Low IQ, man.
We wanted this the whole time. This is what we wanted right here.
The chat's elated. They're like, yo, thank God. They're fucking like, yo, get these girls out of here.
I was scared. My anxiety was just going up. That energy was just a little.
I was just getting over the interrupting part.
Toes are being cut.
She has some valid points too, but at the same
She had
time,
no valid points.
she did. She had
What did she say that was valid?
the only thing, the varying thing with like the men and women, with the question you asked before.
What did she say that was valid?
She was just saying it shouldn't vary. Like it shouldn't like
Sorry.
matter.
Hey, you know what she said valid, and I didn't want to put up business out there. I know she got with me.
You can tell. She walked away.
But it's not about you could tell. Like she been abused as well, and she don't really got people there for her. So that's an act of acting out, and that shit right there could damage her. Like people saying it, and the way she gave all that energy, because she feel like that energy makes her be normal, be at the level of conversating with people. So again, that's why she was real defensive with that. And that right there is crazy.
That's why I think everyone needs to go to therapy. That's therapy, yes.
Okay, so he's saying what's crazy is how could you talk to her like that? How could you talk to her like that? He knows for a fact that she's been taken advantage of and abused.
Therapy doesn't work for everybody.
I can't say that.
No, was that really on? No, they did not use that soundbite, bro. What? Unbelievable. I'm nervous laughing for them.
Older video. This is from like the OG video. I just clicked on the.
Wait, when is this from?
March 21st.
Oh, that's not that old. Goddamn. I thought you were saying
2 weeks ago, man. 2 weeks ago.
Coconuts in Barbados. Fucking hell, dude. Coconuts in Barbados.
Yeah, it's crazy. The replies are all saying that like Myron held his ground, Al for Waka.
What?
Yeah.
What, man? What do you go difference between them?
Come on now, man. Where we go? Come on, different about.
No, there's just like no, there are a lot of. I've just come to recognize the reality that there are a lot of dudes out there that have like the IQ of a plankton. You know what I mean? It's
of a plankton, bro? What is? I want to know what IQ, bro. Plankton's IQ is 95. Oh, but this is SpongeBob character. Some people are saying 125. I don't know, man. That's a hard one.
Is what it is, and they're not gonna change. You know.
Let's talk about politics because we're gonna get all caught up on this Waka Flocka.
You call it politics. I call it politricks.
Okay.
Dale.
All right.
Okay.
Well, speaking of politics, here's a high and the shovel, potentially high, back on crack, Mike Lindell, begging for money.
No, he would be way cooler if he was on crack.
Well, I don't know about that. This man looks like
he's the only one. Who's the only one who's become worse after recovering. Also, what do you mean? He gained like 30 pounds. You think he's on crack? What are you, crazy? Cracker!
He's on something. Let me show you.
And we still have some of those all-season slippers left at $25 a pair to thank all of you out there for the great, for supporting us through all this. My employees, we've lost all our box stores, our shopping channels. We get attacked every single day, and My Pillow should not have to be attacked when they're protecting companies out there that we never heard the names of before, which I don't need to name, all the voting machine companies. But
and as they say, if you go woke, you go broke.
Bro, Dominion is clearing this man.
Yeah.
Bro, Dominion, honestly, like, the entire business of like election vote counting machines relies on confidence, and like the effort that Mike Lindell basically almost single-handedly spearheaded that even Fox News took on until they realized, oh shit, we're about to get fucking sued into oblivion, is coming back to haunt these people.
Yeah, Dominion came out and is suing everybody, and Mike is
Which they should. They have
it looks
every
like
right to do
Navigate to
like
the details
a
panel,
94
and
Honda
from the
Accord
input
out
category,
in like the
click
middle
add.
of the fucking deserts of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
He's just fucked, man.
Like,
Parameter.
guys, I just robbed a liquor store. Use the code Mike Pillow. I need help for my legal counsel. I can't pay for it.
We don't have anything left, guys, but we made a special deal. He goes, to thank you. That's my favorite
so
one.
it's
We're
gonna
still
be
doing,
1,
we still have
2,
some of those
3,
all-season
4,
slippers
5,
at
6.
$25 a pair to
Please
think
buy
of.
these
We've
fucking
got our
slippers.
all-season slippers. Just as a special favor to thank you guys, $25
Damage
a piece.
actor,
You know what he
health,
looks
damage,
like?
damage type.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know what that.
Twitter blue checkmark ad or something?
Wait,
But,
did that just pop up?
yeah. He looks like that one Trump guy who like said that he had bombs in his car and like drove his car to the Capitol. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm begging, I'm praying to Trump right now. I'm praying to Trump right now. Please save me. And then like his window gets busted in by the cop.
Yeah, yeah.
Like on the live stream. That's what he looks like. He looks like this is moments before.
Sorry.
This is like moments before disaster.
Well, here's a better. Here, this version makes a little more sense. Somebody made this edit here. Jess.
Instigated by and damage caused.
Yeah, eyes on the road, Mike.
He's not looking too good, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that's what happens when you pitch your wagon to Trump. I mean, look at Rudy Giuliani. This man is a fucking dude. Please pull that clip of him on Fox News.
Which one?
Rudy?
He's talking about. I sent it in chat. It's him when he was talking about how Trump paid off.
Oh yeah, it's
Stormy, but it wasn't illegal.
It's in the doc. Later, here I'll grab it.
It's so fucking good now under the scope that obviously Trump just got arrested for.
Disgusting.
34 felonies of falsifying
Damage
business
is flow,
records
health is flow,
in the
damage type.
conspiracy to pay off Stormy Daniels. And this clip of Rudy Giuliani, again, another guy who was successful in life, very successful, who decided to pitch his wagon to Trump, who is now, I mean...
Hitch his wagon.
Hitched.
Yeah. But, I mean, he was very successful, but like, these guys were always clowns. Like, that's the other
but
thing.
Mike Lindell was like 100 millionaire. And now he's like doing crap. Yes, bro.
God.
And now
Yeah,
he's
he
like,
got like super rich.
he's smoking crack in the fucking deserts of goddamn.
We don't know.
Las
We don't
Vegas
know if he's doing
outskirts.
crack. He just, but he does not look good.
Here, now watch this clip and just realize how amazing this is now that Trump's been arrested.
To do with paying some Stormy Daniels woman $130,000. I mean, which is going to turn out to be perfectly legal. That money was not campaign money.
He's like, I do it all the time.
But he's like admitting he did it back then. Awesome.
Yeah.
You a fact now that you don't know. It's not campaign money. No campaign finance violation. So they funneled it through the law
The
firm.
damage actor is a
Funneled through the
blueprint
law firm,
underscore
and the
health
president repaid it.
component. The actor that will be.
I didn't know he did. Yeah. There's no campaign finance law. Zero. It's a sexual. Just like Sean. So this decision was made by everybody. Everybody was nervous about this from the very beginning. I wasn't.
This man is insane.
Well, I mean, this is a part of their defense, for the record. This is a part of their defense now. So I don't know
That they're
exactly when
upfront.
Rudy was talking about this, but like
This was
it's all out there. So like, yeah, they did pay Stormy Daniels. Like they're openly admitting
Well,
that.
at the time they were trying to deny that it was even happened.
Yeah, now they've moved on because like, see, this is the bouldering effect of Donald Trump, where he does so much extra illegal or awful business practices that it basically is hard to like tackle one aspect of it. Because like originally people were like, oh, let's not, the Stormy Daniels thing is a lie, it's fake, it's not real, whatever. But because of all the other stuff that he did in the process of like trying to bury the story, it doesn't even matter anymore. They're like, yeah, it was real, but it was not illegal.
Right.
You know, they
just I like he's all.
Eventually, Trump will perjure himself, and then they'll say, well, you know, he perjured himself here, but in the court case, there was nothing wrong. There was no illicit dealings.
Dude, he's going. We were all super worried about this, but I wasn't.
Nervous about this from the very beginning. I wasn't. I knew how much money Donald Trump put into that campaign. I said, 130,000. He's going to do a couple of checks for 130,000. When I heard Cohen's retainer of 35,000, when he was doing no work for the president, I said, that's how he's repaying. That's how he's repaying it. Why?
Wait, no, that's actually.
That's what happened.
Okay, that is what happened.
But 100%. It's insane that he's saying that.
That is quite literally. Like, does Alvin Bragg know this video exists?
Crazy. It's nuts, man.
No, I looked through the statement of facts on this. It's so funny. Like, in order for this to be anything but a misdemeanor, which is usually just a fine, other campaigns have done similar things and they've literally paid fines for it. In order for this to become like a John Edwards style situation, there needs to be intent to do this specifically for the election. And the defense, I mean, that's like to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you did this with the express purpose of like hiding information from electors. That's hard to prove. That's usually hard to prove. But of course, Donald Trump being fucking Donald Trump and refusing to pay people all the time, very clearly and openly states to Michael Cohen, don't pay Stormy Daniels until after the election, because after the election, no one, like, we're not gonna, I don't give a shit if the story comes out.
No.
Right.
No.
So basically, this is like an impossible, in every other circumstance, pretty much an impossible case to fucking convict someone on, except Donald Trump has given them enough evidence. So we'll see how it works. I mean, ultimately, it's still like not that big of an issue. It's not that big of a deal. They're not wrong when they say it. In the state of New York, businesses get away with like a boatload worse and more illicit things. But, you know, it's fun. It's funny.
It is funny.
With a little profit and a little margin for paying taxes for Michael.
The president, but do you know the president didn't know about this? I believe that's what
he didn't know
Michael
about
said.
the specifics of it, as far as I know. But he did know about the general arrangement that Michael would take care of things like this. Like I take care of things like this for Michael.
Dude, this man is fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah, someone look at Rudy Giuliani's dealings. It seems
you say you do this?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I do it all the time. I've done it so many times. You don't understand. It's my favorite thing to do.
I'm doing it right now.
Here's a story about Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. His wife famously is a
Freak.
Absolute.
Well, Clarence Thomas is a freak too. He's like, Clarence Thomas, weirdly enough, doesn't get enough coverage on like his insane worldview. He's very hard to fit into a box in like American ideology. He is in many respects, in my opinion, a perfect demonstration of like the often contradicting and conflicting political opinions that can exist in one mind, one beautiful legal scholarly mind, where he's like very anti-black, obviously, but also simultaneously kind of pro-black. It's like almost like a black separatist.
Well, his wife is a Trump truther.
Yeah, I mean, his wife is
believes
crazy.
that
Yeah.
the election was stolen and all this shit. And I don't know how. I can't imagine that these two go home and don't be talking about how the election was stolen.
Well, I mean, we know for a fact that he was the only one who, what was it? Did not want to. What was the Trump thing that Clarence Thomas like actually ruled against the rest of the Supreme Court on?
It was related to the January 6th stuff.
Yeah,
and
right.
People wanted him to recuse himself, and he was just like, nah.
Right, because his came out his wife.
Yeah, there was a glaringly obvious conflict of interest in the January 6th situation.
So anyway, it just came out that Justice Clarence has secretly accepted luxury trips from major Republican donors.
I don't know what I'm trying to do here.
Obtained documents and interviews show. The extent and frequency of these apparent gifts to Thomas has no known precedent in modern Supreme Court history.
I by the way, I call bullshit on that. Like, there's no fucking no. That's cap. You really think that Supreme Court justices aren't getting fucking favors? Like, get the fuck out of here.
At least they're not, like, not one's been uncovered this blatantly.
Yeah.
Like the Supreme Court, you know, ideally they're supposed to be like this impartial group that isn't swayed by politics, and there certainly shouldn't be able to get to them. You know what I mean? Like, that's the whole point of the damn Supreme Court. So
the funniest part is you can't do anything about it. They're just
they are unaccountable.
Yeah, they're just completely untouchable. 100% they're like deities.
Unaccountable. Like, they go, Justice Clarence, you should recuse yourself because of your wife's. Nah. Here he is. Thomas has publicly presented himself as an everyman with modest taste. But
that video is actually very funny.
Here he is presenting himself as an everyday man.
I prefer you know, I don't have any problem with going to Europe, but I prefer the United States.
Yeah.
And I prefer seeing the regular parts of the United States. I prefer going across the rural areas.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
I love seeing me them RV camps. Ain't nothing more picturesque than a lot full of RVs, brother.
There actually is something more picturesque. Keep it playing.
Rural area.
I'll tell you what's real.
I prefer the.
I'll tell you what's picturesque that Clarence Thomas loves: horse porn.
Does he watch horse porn? Wait, what does that mean? What's the? If that man's watching horse porn, we just
JRH NBR.
Don't ask me. I mean, there was an entire. This was a big deal.
It was?
This was a big deal back in the day. Clarence Thomas, before he was appointed to the Supreme Court, had hearings just like everyone else does, and obviously there's the famous Anita Hill conversation that took place. Joe Brandon, at the time, as a matter of fact, pretty much defended Clarence Thomas against Anita Hill. Anita Hill was the whistleblower. And one of the things that Clarence Thomas was alleged to do in the office regularly was talk about the types of pornography that he was watching, which included bestiality.
No. This man watches horse bestiality.
These people are fucking freaks, dog. Yes.
Yeah, I'm seeing it all reported that he's.
Can I make this joke here, Dan? And Dan and Hassan, can I make this joke?
Thank you for checking, since we don't have the button at the moment. Let's see.
Can I say that?
I mean, it's.
You think that's
mean? But I mean,
it's mean, but they deserve
I don't know.
it.
I don't care.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, you know, Justice Clarence, if he watches horse porn, then that explains. That sure explains his...
You're really delivering this.
That really explains his choice in significant others. See, that feels so mean.
Really?
But she, I mean, these are like actual demons.
That's a woman right there, Ethan. God damn. Humana. Awooga. Ginny Thomas. That's a woman.
I shouldn't have said that.
Just the right height.
She's she's bigger than him.
Yeah.
Oh, as hell. She's just the right height.
More like Winnie Thompson, am I right?
Hell yeah.
Because I want to fuck up animals.
No, because horses win. They go.
Wee. So this man jerks off to bestiality.
Like to feed her bales of hay, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
She's sexy.
Come on, baby, let me get on this bucket now. No bucket required. Ooh-wee. That's right. It's just me and my wife trying to overturn democracy.
Yeah.
Here, I want to watch this.
The RV parks. I prefer the Walmart parking lots too.
This man is traveling America visiting Walmart parking lots. That's what I like to do.
Freak.
Nobody... Dude, can you actually pander to that level and people don't call you out? I travel the country visiting Walmart parking lots. Man of the people.
Yeah.
For the Walmart parking lots to the beaches and things like that.
What?
Bro, it's like It's like you went to Yale, dog. What the fuck are you saying?
Right. Yeah.
Like, what are you saying? I love
obviously island hopping in a private jet while this documentary was being made.
Yeah, I love Walmart parking lots and getting on billionaires' private jets.
You know, a lot of my colleagues like to use them fancy Japanese bidets. I personally like to use the public restrooms at McDonald's and stuff like that. Man,
It's just like it's so strange when these guys do this kind of like this kind of LARPing, you know?
That's why.
Or they're like, yeah.
Normal to me about it. I come from regular stock.
Yeah.
And I prefer that. I prefer being around that.
All right, so, meanwhile, back on the range,
Okay, so on Target's
Justice
owner.
Thomas's friendship with Dallas-based real estate magnate Harlan Crow has allowed him to repeatedly experience luxuries well beyond his means. He's vacationed on Crow's 162-foot super yacht. What? Around the globe and flies on his private jet. This man is cruising on a super yacht, talking about Walmart parking lots. The fuck? Thomas boarded Crow's private jet to Indonesia for 9 days of island hopping on his yacht. Had Thomas chartered the jet himself, it could have cost him over 500K. Oh, more than that.
And create matching function.
It blows my mind that a dude that's from, you know, a dude that was born in 1948 in Georgia to a family where his dad left at the age of 2 and is like fucking, they were homeless and shit, could be such a gross psychopath with a glaring disdain for all marginalized people and poor people in general. He's like, he's the perfect demonstration of like, I got mine, fuck you.
Yes, that's what some people, they tend to, when they come from like abject poverty or horrible conditions, you know, it can either give you more empathy, or in some cases it can be like, I got out of that situation. Why can't you guys? Nobody helped me, so nobody should help you because I'm fucking awesome. I'm great. I rise above. Now if you can't do that, then you're worthless and don't deserve help anyway. It's really, really crazy. Here's this. Would you consider this a Walmart parking lot, or which parking lot is this? Which trailer park field is this?
My loop to navigate variables, category health.
Bro, this guy, look, this guy, this is, you know, the longest sitting U.S. Supreme Court justice right now.
He is?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. And what is hilarious about it is that his quote-unquote radicalization, according to him, comes from fucking Thomas Sowell and Ayn Rand. It's like the same shit that like dummies read now, and like he's like a crypto podcast, bro. It's like a in the future we're gonna have Supreme Court justices be like, yeah, I really found my you know, I really found my principles, my ideology in the Joe Rogan Experience, specifically in that episode he did with Milo Yiannopoulos.
Right. Yeah. So this is, of course, Matt Walsh, who is every week competing to be the worst person in basically ever to exist.
That show, The Leftovers, which is a great show, by the way.
Thank you, bro.
Okay, drag off the result, subtract node, then from the actions
Here
menu,
he is
search for and select plant.
saying that we would all be worse off if slavery never had existed.
This is my favorite
Is that
clip.
including black people?
Includes everyone. Yes, including black people, according to him. Apparently, he's done like a big big thing about how like white people have been enslaved as well, including my takes about the Ottoman Empire. A lot of ahistorical comparisons. White people love engaging in these sorts of things to like undermine how uniquely horrific chattel slavery was. It always loops back around to like, well, white people were enslaved.
White people were slaves in ancient Persia. Therefore, they blacks ain't got nothing to complain about.
Yeah, so you know, it's just like completely removed. It's probably the exact opposite of like historical materialism, but regardless, this clip I've been meaning to get to on my stream and I haven't, so I'm very excited to cover it.
All right, let's do it. Here it is.
Trigger warning: it's the dumbest argument you ever heard.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, obligatory.
It's rather clear that black Americans are doing better here today than they would be had their ancestors generations ago never been brought to these shores.
This is awesome.
We can prove this point by simply asking which African country anyone asking for reparations would prefer to live in. The answer, of course, is none of them. Now, you might offer the rebuttal that if slavery never existed, if we're reimagining history without that institution at all.
Can we stop this for a second?
Hold on. Would you now when you're talking?
That would literally undermine. He's like, let's do a rebuttal, which would completely undermine the fake bullshit that I just presented to you. Like, oh yeah, which African nation would black people choose to exist in? It's like, yeah, that came alongside the inhumane practice of chattel slavery. The colonial exploitation, the rampant exploitation, robbing Africa blind of its natural resources and its humans is part of the reason why it was left underdeveloped.
He doesn't go far enough to ask the real question. If slavery never happened, what would and like colonial exploitation of Africa, what would Africa look like today? Africa is the most mineral-rich continent in the world, potentially the richest continent in the world if they have access to their own materials. So that's the real question to ask, and I don't think that you would be happy to answer that one.
You guys have no idea how hard you're about to be checkmated by him.
Okay, all right, fair enough, fair enough. Maybe we should stop pausing and watch.
Son wants bad stuff to happen to black people.
Oh fuck! I got caught.
Your response.
What?
Maybe
black people.
Oh fuck!
Hassan wants bad things to happen to black people.
I don't know what to say. I mean, let's see what this scholar has to say about bad things happening to black people in the form of
Africa
slavery.
itself would be in a better shape, better place, and better shape. Maybe indeed.
You said better shape twice, idiot.
Got him.
Speak better, dummy. You got him. Better shape, better place, better shape. Okay, idiot.
Tell him, Ethan.
Things would be better off there. But this seems highly unlikely, and it also ignores the fact that Africans participated in slavery and the slave trade as much as they were victims of it. Not to mention,
as much.
If we're
as much as they were victims of it.
Yeah. From the set health note, drag off
fucking
the output
concept,
extension
which
actions menu
Matt Walsh
search
would of course
for
never
call handle
entertain.
take damage.
This guy is the worst. He's just the worst guy alive.
Yeah.
Imagining the world without African slavery, then we have to also imagine it without all other forms of global slavery. Since
No, we
African
don't.
slavery was
Pause it for a
really-
second. No, we don't.
Wait,
First
what
of
did
all,
he say?
you are making the hypothetical up. So you are the one who's saying you're setting these boundaries and you're making it seem like it's being conducted at gunpoint. It's like if we eradicate chattel slavery, well then we have to eradicate all slavery. Now it's going to go to an even dumber perspective from here, like the jump off point. But I just want to mention how stupid this take is.
Okay, so handle
It's like,
take damage
no,
was
you
the
don't
name
have to
of
do
it.
that.
So.
You could
and
technically
then
envision a
health goes
world
to
where
health.
chattel slavery never existed.
I like
if
to
the
imagine a
Maxim
world
gun.
where Matt Walsh never existed.
Oh, dude,
Get a
that would be a
reference to
sick world.
self.
Where the Maxim gun was not invented or was not deployed in
Damage
Africa, that like overpowered a lot of these lesser developed, very wealthy but lesser developed areas.
It is kind of interesting to think about, though. I do think about that. What would Africa be like without colonial exploitation? I mean, they could be goddamn the hub of the whole world. Well, maybe not the hub of the world, but they would definitely be a developed continent with lots of resources.
Yes, they would be significantly better off, especially considering,
unquestionably,
especially considering their natural resources.
It could be like a utopia there. I mean, it could be such an incredibly developed research, or I mean, resource-rich, beautiful weather. It's like. It's such a gorgeous place that was absolutely destroyed by colonialism, and Matt Walsh is like, nah, they asked for it.
Instigated by.
Not to mention,
and you know, it sucks too because Africa's in need of help. You know, they need help to they're being exploited by corporations now, and they need help to build infrastructure, to build roads, to build highways, to build bridges, to build ports, and all this shit. And Matt Walsh is kind of polluting the well to the point where it's like they don't need help. They did this to themselves. Like, there needs to be some accountability that Westerners take for the dismal state that Africa's in.
Abysmal?
And, you know, accept that we need to help them develop. And not only that, but
Damage
it's good for the whole
actor.
world, you know. A healthy Africa is good for everybody. And
well, it's not good for a lot of developed Western nations that currently still rely on, you know, neo-colonial exploitation in the form of like controlling their money supply, controlling their banks, controlling their natural resources.
Corporations are exploiting them, but like the world.
No, not corporations. I'm talking nation states. Like France
China's
has
in there pretty good.
France literally controls the central banks and pretty much the currency exchange of multiple African nations. Still to this day, they have their banks in France. Like, that is insane. That is completely insane. But it's just like often gone unnoticed because nobody really gives a shit. I mean, this is a Michael Parenti take, but there is no such thing as a poor country. Poor countries are not underdeveloped; they're overexploited, and it's true. They are stolen from. It's Africa's wealth that actually made it such a robust target.
And they still are super fucking wealthy.
why
Like,
can't
they're still discovering
Damage
cobalt's the
actor
most
be
valuable
held
resource in the world
forever?
right now for electric batteries. And China and America are just buying up wholesale these massive.
It's mostly
cobalt.
China, yeah. Now,
And the United States freaking out because China actually owns most of it now. And you know, trillions of dollars worth of cobalt and other rare earth elements that could just, like, in the Congo no less, like they could make them one of the wealthiest GDP or like per capita income countries in the whole world, like Norway or some shit.
Yeah.
But they're out there fucking, you know, picking through the dirt with pickaxe, getting buried by excavators and shit. And then people like Matt Walsh point fingers and laugh at how medieval they are, how uncivilized. And
I'm
they're
so
just, it's like, you fuck, you fuck.
I mean,
Damage actor.
when you Congo is a great example, right? When you think about Congo, you're like, oh, it has all these natural resources. What happened? Well, fucking Belgium happened. You know what I mean? That's what happened. They would cut the fucking ears off in the hands and you know, they would chop off the hands and legs and arms and ears of like every fucking eligible working Congolese man.
It makes it hard to develop when there is someone who's cutting off the limbs.
Only getting their independence in like 1960.
So anyway, go off, Matt Walsh.
Mention, if we're reimagining the world without African slavery, then we have to also imagine it without all other forms of global slavery, since African slavery was merely one variety, one offshoot.
What are you talking about? What the fuck do you mean, dummy? You want to erase slavery? Okay, I'm down for that. But
Wait, what?
You're gonna have to imagine a lot harder than you are right now to picture what that would look like.
Okay, so the BP underscore health component, all this needs to be.
And now we have totally, at that point, rewritten the history of the world in a way so dramatic that it's absolutely impossible to say which individuals today would end up worse or better in this alternate universe. I mean, if you go back in time and get rid of slavery from the entire world, you have just, it's impossible to say what the world looks like right now. Actually, what we can say is that we all end up worse. All of us today would
You cannot fucking say that.
No, just listen to what he's gonna say. He's like a kid.
Hard, dude. You're about to get so
Okay, I mean, he's like, if we go back, the one thing we know for sure, we can never imagine the outcome, but the one thing we know is that we're all worse off.
Be in a worse spot if slavery never existed at all across the entire globe. Because a change that significant would likely shift the course of events in a way that would mean none of us would even exist. It would be a world full
Okay, Dub, easy Dub, checkmate.
Have you considered the multiverse, Ethan?
That actually actually is a Back to the Future moment, Jack.
Bro,
I'm erasing from the picture. Bring back slavery, hurry!
Yeah, it's like
I missed something
there's
here.
no reason to ever have. There's no reason to ever talk about like alternative history.
So stupid.
Because if that's how you end every argument. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, if the Holocaust didn't happen, you wouldn't exist. Like, it's like, oh, okay.
Bring back the Holocaust. I'm erasing from the picture.
Yeah. Like, why did you even engage in this like potential hypothetical scenario? If you were gonna own the argument by saying like, well, butterfly theory. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
We'd all be
Or
worse
butterfly
off.
effect.
We wouldn't even exist. Oh, we're erasing.
There it is.
He's like a child. This is
Bring back the Trail of Tears.
Bro, this is the most
Fixed
childish this is the most childish argument I've ever heard. And you know some dumbasses are going, that boy, he's so right. He's got some good ideas.
He's spinning.
Man, he is dumb. Actually, like
so dumb.
Like
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's just hateful. He's just hateful and dumb. And yeah, checkmate atheists, absolutely fucking owned. You can say that about everything.
This is like a Rick and Morty ass argument that he's. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Dumb. Bring it back. So okay,
Like,
Dave, why are we
Was
loving
all
you?
of this supposed to be
I
in
just
the
don't get
blueprint
why you would
underscore
even
health?
bring this up. Like, if you were just gonna say, well, none of us would exist, fucking owned. Like, yeah, I know. Okay. Thanks.
Oh, I want to talk about this North Carolina shit. So there was this fucking person. Okay.
What is what did I mess up on?
Ran as what was her office?
Okay,
No,
so I'm
North
here
Carolina.
Oh,
on
North
damage.
Carolina. She ran
Price.
as talk about alternative timelines. Yeah.
Wait, I think that's the story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So this was all an actor
Democrat for
component.
House District 112. So she ran as a House Democrat for North Carolina. She ran on a strict.
Okay. I get it now.
Like basically she was like
So
pro-choice.
If you scroll down just a little bit more on her website, it keep going a little more. There you go.
Here's what she cares about: building a fair economy, raising the minimum wage, support small businesses, expand job training, enact paid family and medical leave.
All this is.
She wants to expand Medicare, rein in Medicaid, support healthcare workers, invest in child.
No, she
health.
doesn't.
Here's the.
No, the grossest lie in that, which you scrolled past, is actually the fact that she was, as a former teacher and assistant principal. Okay, which school was she an assistant principal of is very important here, but that's not mentioned in the fucking article or in her website. She talks about the equitability of funding public schools. She worked for a fucking charter school. That's all you need to know.
Shocking.
She's a charter school mom. She's a charter school principal. And she snuck into the ranks of the Democrats in a deep blue district, won it, and then
This was
flipped the
a event
fucking seat.
dispatcher.
I've never
so
heard of anything.
disgusting.
But she writes like basically she's pro LGBT plus. I don't see anything on here about pro-choice, but I heard she was like.
There's in the doc. There's a tweet of hers from last year during the campaign.
So she was like hardcore pro-choice. Let's see. Here's the tweet about it. It's still up.
It's still up as of last night.
So she says, now more than ever, we need leaders who will be unwavering and unapologetic in their support of abortion rights. I will fight to codify Roe.
So the event
and
dispatcher,
continue my
which
strong
is
record
this.
of defending the right to choose. So she got elected.
I'm not even kidding. I think she got an abortion. If I'm not misremembering, I'm pretty sure she actually got an abortion and talked about it.
So she is now that she's
Yeah, she did. I was right. Yeah.
Let me see it.
Yeah, Trisha Cotham once
Son
spoke
of a
of her abortion,
bitch.
which she helped North Carolina Republicans.
All right, well, I guess I'm done.
Like, she's gotten an abortion. She was a, staunch.
This is boring. I'm done for today. So much progress, you know? Anyways, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you tomorrow.